Totally, you can use it in water. It's a robust machine, like Rick said. When I've been out on lakes and we are pulling water, like you got to be above that water line, or else like Rick said, it will pull water. It could eventually, it's gonna do that, and you're gonna see that sight glass. I call it the sight glass when you take a peek, and if you're pulling a lot of water and you see the water going through your hoses and probes, it looks like chocolate milk filling up in that sight glass. That's what I call it. And what you can do on that is, once it gets up, you're seeing a lot of water in that by the filter. Take, open it up, shut the unit down, drain that. Make sure you get, that drained. And then secondly, there's a little joint to the left of that you can put a ball valve on, and you can drain that automatically, and you don't have to take that wing nut off the sight glass and have it drain that way. And the other thing, when you're pulling a lot of water, make sure that you're using two filters. Change it out every 8 hours. We recommend having two at all times out on a job because you never know what you're going to run into. But the main purpose behind having two is after an 8 hours, if you're running for like 8 hours straight, it's going to get filthy and gross. That filter just gets nasty. We recommend taking some, water, rinsing off the filter, and then putting it off to the side, let it dry, and put in the other one. Or, in sandy conditions, it can get, dusty and gross. So you can take that and blow it off with the air compressor air off your trucks and clean it out that way. So we always recommend having the two filters. So be mindful with that. And then a lot of the utilities, probably I'd say over half of them, probably that are even on this call today, have put a ball valve on that little joint there. And then I've seen where utilities will take, a little bit of piping and run it down the back of the trailer, and it just drains naturally, So I've seen things like that. The other things you might see is your probes. If the ground gets muddy and stuff, or in any application really, if it's wet or dry, you might end up with some rocks or soil or any type of debris in the probes. So, when you're checking that bar hole, look at the probe too, because you turned it off. If there's stuff in it, I recommend just taking your work boot, kicking it lightly. I highlight lightly because, sometimes we get a little aggressive out there, and knocking it out. Keep those holes open, free of debris. And that's just another tip to, keep it moving. That's ultimately the goal, is to keep that machine running and have it do its job, because safety is paramount. You want everybody to be safe and get that gas